It was a cold, foggy evening in Manhattan. The city lights flickered through the mist, casting strange shadows along the empty streets. Lila, a young journalist, hurried along the sidewalk, clutching her notebook tightly. Something felt off. The usual buzz of the city had faded, replaced by a heavy silence that pressed against her chest. Turning a corner, Lila saw a lone figure standing under a flickering streetlight. A woman dressed in black seemed to be waiting for someone. Her pale face was barely visible, but her eyes, they glimmered with an unnatural light. "Excuse me," Lila called, approaching cautiously. "Are you okay?" The woman didn't respond. Suddenly, a taxi pulled up beside her. The driver, Marcus, leaned out of the window. "You shouldn't be walking alone this late," he said, his voice low but firm. "Hop in. I can get you somewhere safe." Lila hesitated. The street felt colder now, and the shadows seemed to stretch, moving as if alive. With a nervous glance at the woman, she climbed into the taxi. As they drove through the foggy streets, Marcus spoke softly. "I've been driving these roads for over 10 years, and something's different tonight. People don't usually look like that, like they're waiting for you." Lila shivered. "What do you mean?" Marcus swallowed. "There's a building, an old apartment complex in Midtown. People say it's haunted. Anyone who enters disappears for a while, and when they return, they're never the same." Before Lila could respond, the taxi slowed. There it was, the building. Its windows were dark, except for one faint light flickering in the top corner. And there she was, the woman in black, standing directly in front of it. Lila felt a pull, a compulsion she couldn't resist. She stepped out of the taxi. Marcus shouted, "Don't go!" But it was too late. She walked toward the building. The fog thickened, swallowing the streetlights. Inside, the hallway smelled of damp wood and rusted metal. Each step echoed. Lila's notebook dropped to the floor, pages fluttering. A voice whispered her name. "Lila!" She spun around. Evelyn, the woman, stood in the shadows, smiling. "I've been waiting for you," she said. "We've all been waiting." Suddenly, the walls seemed to pulse. Shadows stretched and moved like living creatures curling toward her. Lila tried to scream, but no sound came out. Then a sudden calm. She blinked and found herself back on the street, clutching her notebook. The building was gone. The fog lifted, and the city returned to its normal, chaotic glow. Breathless, Lila looked around for Marcus. The taxi was gone, and for a moment, she felt relief. Then she opened her notebook and froze. Every page she had written that evening was gone. In its place was a single sentence, written in elegant, jagged handwriting she didn't recognize. "Welcome to the shadows, Lila. We've been waiting for you." A chill ran down her spine. Behind her, in the corner of the street, she saw a faint figure. Evelyn's shadow, but when she blinked, it was gone. Lila never spoke of that night, but sometimes, walking through Manhattan at night, she feels a pull toward the shadows, and a whisper calling her name. The end.